Greetings, you beautiful people. My name is Jay, and welcome to the lab. Yes, I know it's been a name change, and I haven't announced that yet, but just wait. Things are being built. Things are in motion. Just give it a second, and I'll announce everything. And I apologize with the name change. It's only been like a month or something, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But today we're gonna be talking about SVGs in Nordcraft. Now I'm just going to be explaining to you how I like to work with them in my projects. I'm not sure if this is best practice, but I keep doing it. I think it works. So I'm gonna share it with you. So if we follow my rule here in Nordcraft and component is if I'm going to see it more than once, I'm going to create it as a component. So the first thing I do whenever I get an SVG is I'm going to create it as a component. Now, for today's example, I'm going to use Lucid because that's what I use for all of my components for every single application. So let's go with this Atom one, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the SVG. I'm going to come over to Nordcraft and I'm going to paste it like so. Okay, so now we have the SVG in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is right click it and extract as component. And just for showing my exact process, I would typically name this like SVG and then underscore whatever it is. So in this case, would be an atom. And then here, what we can do is we can set the size. Typically, what I just do is I'll just go like 100% width and height. If it's a square item, if it's something that's has more length, then I'll just do auto on the height or whatever. But set the width to 100%. Right. And just to make sure that we can change these colors from outside of these components, from outside this component. So I just want to make sure that whatever I want to change is set to current color. Now, there are different ways that you can also handle this with attributes if you wanted to. We'll get into that in a bit. So after we have that, I can then come into my project, and since it was 100%, it's going to try to fill the parent. So now we can say, okay, I want this to be like 1 rem to 1 rem. Okay, that's the same height it was. Let's go 5 rem on both. And I'll just wrap this in a section and do 100% on everything. It's put in the center. All right, cool. So there we have our SVG component, and we can change the color of it if we come over to text, and we can change the color. Let's go for like a green or something. And there you go. And then we can do that because the stroke color is set to current color. You'll see that if this was a static value like black, see if we go back now, that is always going to be black no matter what this is. Or for example, white, same thing. So if it's set to current color, that is current color in camel case. So that means a capital C for color. Then we can see that it does take on the color attribute for text. Okay, now besides that, we can also manage this using attributes. So for example, let's say you want to have an attribute, we can say is active or something like that. And I'll set the test value to true. We can say that if is active, we're going to go to the stroke here. And I'm going to say if, let's go with is active equals true. So the value of it is actually true. Then we're going to do, let's go with white, like so. Otherwise, we'll go with current color, something like that. So now we can come out here and we can see now that right now I can change the text because current or is active is not set to true. But if we come into here, go to attributes and we set this to true, you can now see that that becomes white. So now we can actually talk about like using these SVGs. So let's say, for example, let's create a new component. I'll just call it test card, something like that. And I'll just get my card component and we'll get this SVG, right? So say what I want to do is have this SVG change. we have a few ways that you can go about this. Here, what I'll do is I'll actually put in some more content. Let's get a paragraph. There we go. All right. So now what if I have components where I want the SVG to change? So what I could do is I could use slots, I could use attributes, things of that nature to dynamically change the SVG to something else. So for example, let's go ahead and let's get some robot looking one. And I'm going to just paste that in a div really quickly and do the exact same thing. I'm going to extract it as SVG underscore robot like so. And I'm going to make sure that it is set to current color so that if I want to, I can change the color of the icon. All right. And we'll bring that up right below our atom. And I'm just going to have it be the same width and height. Oops, 3, 4, like that. Right? Oh, sorry, 3. Okay. So now that we have that, one way of changing the icons is that we could do attributes. So it's kind of the same thing we did before with is active. We can say, I don't know, is bot set to true, right? And then what we can do is that the bot we want to show if is bot equals to true. And then we can say that for the atom, we want to show that if is bot not equal to true, I guess. So now you see that we're only going to see 1 here because we're using is bot. So if we set this to false, you see we get the atom. Or if we set this to null, you see that we still get the atom because for the atom, we're showing it if it's not equal to true. All right, so that's one way of doing it using attributes. Another way of doing it is using slots. So here we can add a slot placeholder in our component here. And what we can do is that we can set defaults for if something isn't passed to the slot. So for example, I can get that atom again, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this in a div so that I can set a max height and such like so. So now no matter what SVG I pass in here, it won't go above its parent's height, parent size. Okay, so now let's go use this card. Go back to our home page and we'll get that test card. And now you can see that if I want to, I can pass the atom SVG, no, sorry, that's what I have already, the robot SVG to there. And you're going to see now that the robot SVG is the one that takes up the slot. So the placeholder, basically whatever is inside the slot, is only going to show if something was not passed to said slot. So we'll see that if I delete this again, I'm actually just going to come in here really quickly and just do the same thing I said earlier. There we go. And we delete that. You can see we get the atom back. Okay. Now just another quick note. What if you have multiple things that you want to pass in via slots? Just in case you didn't know, you can also name slots as well. So if you have multiple slots, for example, let's go to this content here again, and we'll add another slot. You can see that right now we have 2 slots named default. So you see right now they have no name in them, so they are just default. So you'll see that if I pass in something like the robot again, you see that it is now in 2 places because we're not signifying which slot we want to place it in. So what you can do is in the slot that you want to have your icon, you can come to the slot and you can name it and you can say something like icon, right? And then you can leave the other one default. So whatever you pass in that doesn't have a slot selected is going to be inside the default. And then if we select it as the icon slot, it's only going to place it in the icon area. So now if we come here again and we get our robot, and we say for your slot, you're going to the icon, you'll see it now replaces that icon slot. And now I could pass something else here I can have a content with an H1, and now you're going to see that that's going to fill the default slot. So that's how you can work with SVGs in Nordcraft. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, do me a solid and like this video, comment on what you'd like to see more of, and subscribe for more content. You can also join our Discord community for free. If you want to have a place to talk and get some help from me, I'll be in there. So that'll all be in the description. And ladies and gentlemen, until next time, happy building.